there, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This is Wigless with Curlicue, where we talk about a lot of all the things, mainly wax, but I do have some plans for in the future just to try to incorporate some more get to know me videos about my life, things like that. And I just realized I have scuffs on the wall from Christmas decorations. Awesome. Anywho, so this video is to go over my empties for the week. And I've got a crap ton here. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to dive into vendor first. Then I'll do my mixes that I did. And then we'll hit Scentsy. So we have a lot of bags to talk about. So first things first, today in my bathroom, I am warming this cactus flower and jade. This is like a sweet, floral, fresh type of scent. I really do enjoy this. It smells so good, so clean. And I normally don't like florals, mainly because they are headache inducing for me. There are some that I do enjoy though, and this one has enough freshness, earthiness. Well, I don't know if jade is earthy, but it's just got enough in there to kind of tone down the floral. But that being said, this cactus flower note in this wax was delightful, and it's performing rather well in my bathroom currently, so that was awesome. Oh, and that was Sweet Tooth Scents, and that was a sample. Okay, I guess I will work my way backward from the biggest to the smallest. So today I finished up this brittle of Palo pound cake, strawberry pound cake, and Palo Santo type. This is so good. I put this in for my afternoon warm today, and this is definitely, I would say, like 70% strawberry pound cake and 30% Palo Santo, but it's just woodsy enough to give you kind of like those cozy winter type vibes. But granted, this could be warmed any time of year. This is probably one of my favorite combinations. One, because it has strawberry pound cake in it, and that's one of my favorite oils and scent notes in a blend. And then Palo Santo, which I've discovered, this is just amazing, and it's performing rather well. I only have like, I think I finished like the whole half, so I did 2 squares per warmer, and there's only one that has 1 square in it. So yeah, love this. Definitely would repurchase that. I finished up a breakaway bar. I think these are what they call them, for Destination Wax, and this is Vanilla Dream Cake. I have a star, lovely 10 out of 10 note up here. Layers of rich vanilla cake, marshmallow buttercream, confetti sprinkles, and crushed sugar cookies. This did not smell like it did on cold, because I feel that it kind of like absorbed some scents that the bars were stacked with in my box. But that's totally fine, because the way it melted, you get all of these notes in here, and it was like the most beautiful. If a vanilla cake could smell beautiful, it did. This would definitely be on my repurchase list. And I know I plan on purchasing from Destination Wax. Now, whether it'll be this year or not, we will see. But this is very yummy, and I look forward to getting some more in my possession. And that was also gifted to me from Summer. And so is Palo Pound Cake. Okay, so I gotta explain this bag here. This is just a 5 or 6x6 bag. I had like coffee. Okay, so let me just start over. So this was basically like half day, or like 4 hours worth of usage for both of these blends from Second and Spruce. Latte Da, and then the buttered rum eggnog and milk and cookies. All 3 of those. They weren't done running their course. So what I did is I had latte da first. No, I had the rum eggnog and the milk and cookies that I had melted one day in the bottom of a souffle tin. And then I had latte da poured on top of it. And then I cut that up and used it in the kitchen because it still had so much power left. And this combination is fantastic. If you guys haven't tried latte da, which already has plenty of bakery notes in it, mixed with eggnog and milk and cookies, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. But I had the sample of the buttered rum eggnog in like a cent shot. It was like a 2-ouncer. So I had cut that up in 4s and melted the same quantity amount of my milk and cookies mini loaf to kind of get an idea of what her blend was that was offered during the holiday pre-order. And since I missed out on it, I kind of just wizarded that. And that on its own is fantastic. Latte da is amazing on its own. But then blended together was amazing. And I'm so glad I had the brains to save it and not waste it. That was very chatty. I'm so sorry. We'll try to get through this because I got a lot of crap here. Okay, next up is collectible lunchbox from Vintage Chic Scents, and that Summer had gifted me this. I think it was a leaf shape. This is raspberry jam, peanut butter, and zucchini bread. Fan-freaking-tastic. Such a strong raspberry jam. I hardly ever get like the peanut butter. I feel like it kind of just adds the nuttiness to the zucchini bread. And this was such a banger. And I melted it out here in the open concept, but I just can't remember if it was for an evening melt or morning melt. I can't get this anymore, but I'm working my hardest to find this particular raspberry jam. So far, no luck, but I will find it. Next up is from Lavender and Speckles, strawberry fluffy bread, or fluff bread, which is strawberry pound cake, fluffy marshmallows, and zucchini bread. And this was from my strawberry pound cake sampler, which she had offered today for her pre-order. This was so yummy. Strawberry pound cake and zucchini bread, hello, that's a winning combination. And then the fluffy marshmallows just add extra sweetness to this, which I feel zucchini bread does need additional sweetness on top of the strawberry pound cake. This performed very well out here in my open concept, and I would get that again. My other Lavender Speckles scent that I melted actually finished. I finished this off in my bedroom. This is Crackling Pecan Waffles Pretzel, which is crackling birch, pumpkin pecan waffles, and pretzel from my pretzel sampler I acquired this year. This when I first melted it, while it was still hot outside, and something about the heat just kind of turned me off on this, but I had saved a bunt. So I had an additional, what did I have? It was some other birch blend that I had melted in alternating warmers in my bedroom, and it did beautifully. And I got more of that pecan waffle, the pumpkin, or PPW basically, the older that it sat. So I really did appreciate how the change in the scent developed the longer it sat. So I was very happy to try that in the wintertime when it's more seasonally appropriate to my nose anyway. And I say that I'm not even like a seasonal melter, but it really more so applies to like scent categories. Next up is, I think these are all L3. Yep. Okay. So this is a Trig Tart of strawberry jam from L3 Waxy Wonders. I love this. This is so good. This is very strong. I had like 6 pieces of the Trig Tart that I had cut up individually. Oh, this is exactly like strawberry jam. It's like those macerated strawberry jam or strawberry pieces in sugar. You can't go wrong with that, and it's probably my favorite oil. Next up, this is not the original bag because these shaped ones are hard to get the pieces out of. So after I cut my 3 pieces of Grinched, excuse me, which are shaped like an elf and snowflake, I had 3 of those. Cut those in half, and then I had decided to melt it this week. So this is toasted pistachio, vanilla buttercream, and waffle cones. I'm so glad I have 2 more of these. This was such a good blend. That toasted pistachio is so good. I don't know which, all of this was fantastic. The waffle cone, you get, the waffle cone gives like a cookie note, but I'm sorry, I'm just really excited about this one. And then you get the creaminess from vanilla buttercream, and I think that just gives some more richness to that toasted pistachio. I don't know how often she offers Grinched, but I got this in November, and it was part of like the pre-order leftovers. I would definitely get this again. Another pistachio blend from L3 Waxy Wonders. Can you tell I've been on a kick? Okay, so this is pistachio pudding cake, pretzel, brown sugar, Mexican fried ice cream, and amaretto. Mostly what I get from this was the pistachio pudding cake and the amaretto. I didn't really get any like bready notes from that pretzel, or yeah, that would be it. I don't really, it was just really like strong on the amaretto and the pistachio. Oh, yeah, but it was so good though. This one is a banger. I would definitely get this blend again. I did probably, this was like a bitty betty, I think. I would say probably put an ounce worth in each warmer, and I typically don't do that with my warmers, but I did it in my bedroom, and I could smell it with my door closed. I could smell all the way to the dining room, which is literally not that far, but if you have two doorways to get through before you can come out to this open area. And yeah, I would get this again. One, it's delicious, and two, it was a very strong performer, and I'm very pleased with that. Also gifted from Summer. Next up in the kitchen, this is a bakery bag that I had rehomed into this 6x6 polypropylene bag. I purchased this blend strawberry pound cake and donut shop from Southbound Candle Co. during the summertime. This is not my favorite blend. I don't think I like this donut shop, but I did like the strawberry pound cake. I don't know. It wasn't something that I would repurchase, but it did very well. Southbound has been working great in my home, so I would try something else with her strawberry pound cake, which I have a lavender blend now. I haven't even touched it yet, but I cut it up. It was a solid performer, but I did finish this up in the kitchen, and I would only use like one of the shapes in my etched core warmer, and it did very well. So not my favorite blend, but it did perform awesomely. Okay, just pulling things out that are mine, because you guys don't care about that, or you might, but you know, let me know down below if you want to know when I test out one of my blends. Do you want to know how it does? Yeah, because I only have one in here, so we'll just skip it for today's video. I did this 12-pack of strawberry zucchini. I think this was my day melt, and then the strawberry fluff zucchini bread was my evening melt. This is from That Smugga Shop, which was gifted to me from Summer, and this was fantastic. I don't know what kind of strawberry this oil is, but it was perfectly blended with that zucchini bread. I would definitely get this again. This was very, very yummy, highly enjoyable. I would say a solid medium strong. Open here in my open concept, you don't have to use 12 cubes, but I like to be extra, and I want my house to be able to be smelled outside. So okay, next up is I finished my souffle of Ferris Wheel After Dark. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Caramel tobacco funnel cake and cotton candy. So I did finish this off. I did melt it once out here in the living room. I think I had half a souffle left. So I did one melt out here, and then I finished it off in my bedroom. The cotton candy in this go round was stronger than the caramel tobacco or the funnel cake. It was still good, but I just got more. The cotton candy was like, yo. So what I think I'll do, I have one more whole souffle of this. I think what I'm going to do is just hold on to it till next fall and see if it changes, because this one was poured this year. I'm telling you guys, there's magic in curing your wax, because more scent notes come out than you initially smell on it. I didn't purchase this directly from the vendor. I got this from a D-Stash. My point is if you let things set, especially this blend here, this particular blend, I've melted one that I got from 2021. I've also melted one that I got from 2022. And both of those, that caramel tobacco note was more alive in the blend. And this particular pour, because it's still relatively fresh, I still got the caramel tobacco, but it was more, say, in the van. It wasn't in the front seat, but it was like in one of those middle seats. The funnel cake was in the background. So we got cotton candy first, then the caramel tobacco, and then the funnel cake. Very much looking forward to when she offers this, and I'm praying it's this year because I don't need, but I would like to buy two loaves of that just so I can have it on hand and melt one and cure the other. So yes. And then also from Salt Melt Melts, this is Renegade. This is so freaking good. This is maraschino cherry, Palo Santo, and sweet bakery dough. I know I mentioned this in my melting basket. I would so get this again. I don't know what the magic is with the maraschino and the Palo Santo. You kind of get like a sweet bready dough like in the background, but it's not. All I get is maraschino and Palo Santo, but this is freaking bomb. This is so good. I would highly recommend this one as well. Honestly, I would recommend any of Amanda's blends that are in the bakery category. I haven't tried. I'm trying to think. I have like one fruity as of right now. It's like a banana pineapple blend, and then I have like a pink sugar ice cream blend. And I can't wait to try those. I'm just waiting on the right mood, temperature, and all that stuff. And I'm very much looking forward to jumping in on some pre-orders. I think she's going to be the one that I order from every pre-order this year. So, goals. Okay. And then also repurchase is Dark Nights from Second and Spruce. I can't remember if I covered whether or not I melted this in my previous video. So I'm just going to say that I finished this. I have actually like the pour over left from my melt out here, but this, oh, I didn't even talk about the notes. Palo Santo, Mallow Fireside, Vanilla, Bean Mallow, and Blackberry. This is such a cozy, delicious, but like bougie blackberry. I love this blackberry. Erica's blackberry and Erica's raspberry. Always a winner in my book. So that is it for the bags. I do have 3 mixes I did, so we'll talk about the first one here. This knot doesn't belong there. Okay, so I did 3 scents out here in the living room, all mixed together. So these 2 are mine. Oh, just kidding. This is not in the living room. I finished this in the kitchen. This is Chai Tea Elephant Ears, which is basically just a spiced funnel cake with cinnamon. Then you have the sweet funnel cakes, which is more buttery, and then the Vanilla Bean Noel. This, I'm really proud of this one. This one turned out pretty good. I really did enjoy that one. And no matter where I warmed it, whether it was in the kitchen or out here, I got a solid medium to medium strong, depending on how many warmers it had. Okay, and then this, I feel like I did some more than this. Anyway, this was last night. Oh, my almond croissant. My almond croissant. There we go. So I had 6 cubes left of this almond croissant. I mixed this with Frankenstein from Ava's Country Cupboard, which is now Traverse City Wax. Her Frankenstein blend is pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla bean Noel, and buttery cupcakes. And then also to add some more additional decadence, I melted or finished off my little bag here of my test wax and sugar cookie royale, which is basically a super decadent buttery cookie. I melted all 3 of those out here in the living room. It filled up every single warmer, and it was so amazing. So amazing. Almond croissant is amazing by itself, but this particular blend, and I don't know if it's because of the cure date or what, but it was so strong. Everywhere that I've melted this in my bedroom by itself. But I did finish off. I had like a whole shape and then like some crummies down at the bottom. And I know I did one half of this in my tea light, and it was such a strong but beautiful melting day. I think it was yesterday. My memory sucks. So anyway, this was bomb. I have one more bar of almond croissant, but I have no more Frankenstein. So anyway, what I was going to say is that it was beautiful. Like the heaviest, most decadent bakery combination ever. And it was so good. Next up out here, I don't know what these are. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so this is Toasted Monkey Pie from Kay's Scented Wax, which is monkey bread, toasted mallow, and coconut cream. I'm sorry if you move it over here so I can read it. This is a really nice blend. You really get the monkey bread in this. I don't really get much of the coconut or the toasted mallow. Yeah, that one's really, really good. I really do like this. I would definitely get that again. Solid strength. And then these empty bags here with no labels are test blends that I did. So I had poured a single oil crumb top type to see if it was like Scentsy's. It is not. It is heavy on that brown sugar. And you get like a buttery note and a little like, not flour, but like a doughy sort of vibe. Maybe some nuts. This will be great mixed in with things, but it is not what I was hoping for. And then this one is, hold on, let me get my little thing out here. It was a shape much like this slice of bread here. This is warm butter bread, zucchini bread, and cinnamon sugar donuts, BBW type. Basically kind of like a take on Give Me All the Carbs. I love this. This one's so good. So that warm buttered bread on cold sniffs comes out like in the forefront, but when this was melting, I definitely got equal parts of the zucchini bread and the cinnamon sugar donuts and that buttered bread. But I'm gonna let it cure a little bit longer before I go any further. But it was very, very yummy mixed in combination with the toasted monkey pie. So I would definitely get this one again. And mine I can pour whenever. Excuse me. Okay, another blend I did is I finally finished off this little sampler cup of Second and Spruce Boardwalk Beach Party. I think this is Summer Boardwalk, not Boardwalk Mellow Clouds and Beach Nights. Because I get like a caramel apple note in this. It was still very pretty. So I cut what I had left in 4. And I finished off my bar of Marshmallow Fireside from Kay's. This was like all things gooey and marshmallowy and toasted. Oh, it was fantastic. Both of these would be definite repurchases. I'm hoping what Erica offered in the Carnival sampler would be available for purchase this year in her pre-order stuff, if she does that again. I don't remember what she's going towards, but I think it's a pre-order. And they were fantastic. Finish up in my bedroom this bar of churro churro, which is like fried pastry, cinnamon, sugar. Oh, it's so good. There's nothing like this. I've like tried to find equivalents to churro churro, and I keep debating as to whether or not I want to keep it or get rid of it. I gotta keep it. It's so good. It's so yummy. It's just the right amount of bakery for cozy. I like bakery at bedtime sometimes, and I like bakery in my bedroom. But this is not super heavy or decadent, and I love that. But you're still getting like that kick of like bready yumminess. Sign me up for all the things. Okay, and on that note, I guess clearly we're going into Scentsy. So next up is I finished off a bar of sand swept in my bathroom. This is like a lemon grove, salty air, and ocean something or other. Oh, so pretty. So I've had it in my fresh drawer. All my stuff is sorted by scent category. I only have one that's got her own, two that have their own drawers. But anyway, so I wanted to test it to see if I wanted to keep it in my club. It is solid. Like, I can melt 1 cube. I have the Chasing Fireflies ceramic warmer in my bathroom, and that one does very, very well for scenting that space. And I'm thankful for that I decided to reactivate that warmer because the glass ones were just not cutting it. I love this. This is like one of the only fresh scents I have in my club, and I'm still torn as to whether or not I want to keep it. Next up is Cashmere and Corduroy. I love this scent. This is Italian bergamot, sandalwood, and vanilla. Sandalwood? Did I lie? Cashmere, sandalwood. I usually have that description, or that's that note description, like, memorized, and I don't know. It was just Saturday. I don't have my crap together. But this is going to go in my club and stay in my club. I have one more bar of that currently in my collection, but next month we get to see what comes out in the catalog, so I'm hoping I can edit and then put some things in there. Next up is a mix I did. I mixed Winterberry Apple Tea and Rum Plum Plum in alternating warmers here in the living room. This was so freaking good. So the Rum Plum Plum, you get like a plum pastry. Like if you were to make like an open-faced plum tart, you get that buttery crust, you get the notes of like that nutty flour, you know, that's been incorporated to your pastry. And then the sweet plummy jam. Winterberry Apple Tea is cranberry apple and honey. They lie, unless this honey is a spiced honey. But anyway, these two were so good. It was like I had made a plum apple tart, and it was such a great melting day. Both of them are very strong performers. I have loved Winterberry Apple Tea since it's come out. But Rum Plum Plum, I now have in my club, and it's no longer available. But I'm gonna keep it there for a little bit. This was great. If you haven't tried it yet, and you currently have Rum Plum Plum available to you, give this a combination 1-to-1 ratio. See how you like it. If you like the spiced, lightly spiced kind of bakery scents, you would love that. All right, you guys, that is all that I've melted through this week. Thank you so much for joining me and seeing this craziness of a week's worth of wax. Okay, 8 days. Close enough, right? I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and enjoy your day.